What's up, everybody? You know what we're here to do. We're here to analyze draft impact. And we're going to be looking at this week's upcoming college football schedule. And we're going to take a look at a couple games. And then we're going to jump into our draft impact game of the week. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So up first, I want to start off with a game that I think most people are going to overlook on their schedule. A game that most people aren't looking even for an upset to possibly happen. And it's because of our draft impact player that an upset just may happen. That game, everyone, the Clemson Tigers traveling to South Bend to face the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. The player I want us to focus in on this week in that game, Isaiah Foxy, edge rusher. Now, Foxy, big boy, 6'5", 265, coming off that edge strong, heck of an athlete, got good speed to power, you're going to see him really work that edge. He's got decent bend. I want you to look at what he does on that edge, going up against, actually a pretty small tackle. Jordan McFadden out there at Clemson, 6'2", 320-ish pounds. That's a little small for somebody of Foxy's size. Now, I plan on seeing him making a lot of impact plays coming off of that edge. So, again, watch for Isaiah Foxy coming off the edge for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish this week as they try to pull an upset over Clemson and really shake up the college football rankings. Now, for our next game, speaking of, the college football rankings, this is a top 10 matchup. And it's one that's, quite frankly, not getting the notoriety that it normally does. And I understand why. But we're going to take a look, and we're going to take a look at the Alabama Crimson Tide as they go up against the Bayou Bengals, the LSU Tigers. Now, this is going to be a game, and it's a game in which a player who came into this season with all the draft stock and watch it plummet those first few weeks, has the opportunity to reestablish themselves, possibly, all the way up back to wide receiver number 1. We're talking about KeShawn Booty. KeShawn is definitely got all the skills, all the tools, all the traits that you're looking for in a productive number 1 wide receiver. And this is going to be the game going up against Eli Ricks and the boys. This is the game where he can resubmit his spot back at number 1 wide receiver for this draft class. Because a lot of people are struggling with who they're giving it to. Some of them want to give it to Quentin Johnston, but there's others that's hesitant on that. And if KeShawn goes out and does what KeShawn can, he could pretty much jump over Johnston and with a solid game here, especially if he's the main catalyst as to why the Tigers upset the Crimson Tide. Now that we got all that out the way, it's time to do what we came to do. And that's talk about our draft impact game of the week. And this week, we're talking number 1 versus number 1. We're talking the Tennessee Volunteers versus the Georgia Bulldogs. And the player we're going to focus in on, because we ain't wasting no time. We're talking about Keeley Ringo, cornerback, defensive back, Georgia Bulldogs. And I think you understand. I don't even think I got to explain why his game has so much importance and how this can really boost him all the way up to the number 1 cornerback in this class. He's going up against the most firepower offense that we've seen in a while, folks. This thing is looking like LSU back in 2019 with Joe Burrow in the gang. And Kaylee, he's got a couple of receivers that he's got to hold down. We're talking about Jalen Hyatt and the one that's just now getting back, who might actually be the better overall receiver, Cedric Tillman. If the Dogs are going to win this game, It ain't going to be because Brock Bowers caught 12 passes and had 145 yards and a couple touchdowns. It's going to be because Keeley Ringo and the gang slowed down that offense. So if Keeley Ringo can get out there and do that and really, hold them boys down and control things, become that shutdown corner that people want to see, yeah, you're going to see his draft stock skyrocket all the way up to the top. And when I say skyrocket, I'm talking about he's going to put himself in a position to be a top 15 or higher pick easily. All right, guys, gals, that's all I got for us today. Again, make sure you're tuned in this Saturday. A lot of great college football, a lot of action. Before you get to this Saturday, though, I need you to do something for me. I need you to hit that thumbs up. I need you to click on that subscribe, and I need you to turn on those notifications. And then leave me a comment. Let me know who I'm missing. Whose draft impact has the opportunity to skyrocket that I'm not really seeing out there. I'll be more than happy to take a deep dive into them and see what we can do to find out if they're truly worthy of having the analyze their draft impact. All right, well, thank you all. Make sure you have a wonderful rest of the weekend. Bye.